Gilgil turned into a chilling murder plot, leading to the conviction of former United Nations employee Nicholas Koskei. After an 8-year legal battle, a Naivasha Court today sentenced Koskei to life in prison for the murder of his wife, Rhoda Mumbi Mutua. The trial, marked by delays and legal twists, has finally come to a close. And our reporter, Willie Dennis Juru, who has followed the case right from the start, brings us this report.
Is the court assistant there?
Yes, my lord, I'm there.
After an 8-year-long legal battle, former United Nations employee Nicholas Koskei has been convicted of murder by the Naivasha High Court. Justice Richard Mwongo, in a ruling delivered on March 4, 2025, found Koskei guilty of killing his wife, Rhoda Mumbi Mutua, in 2017.
The brothers to the husband and one of my nephews, 2 nephews, came and woke me early in the morning and reported me to the incident that Rhoda has fallen off the bathroom and he has been pinned to the back head and she collapsed. That's only the story I received that morning.
This girl was a gem. The sister I wouldn't even be able to understand or even to explain what kind of a sister she was. She was a lovely girl. She was our last-born sister.
The court ruled that prosecutors proved their cases beyond reasonable doubt, relying on testimony from 17 witnesses, forensic reports, and circumstantial evidence that placed Koskei at the center of the chilling murder. On 8th July 2017, Rhoda Mumbi Mutua traveled with her distraught husband, Nicholas Koskei, to Jacaranda Lake Elementaita Lodge in Gilgil, Nakuru County, that was meant to be a romantic getaway, reportedly intended to celebrate Koskei's 36th birthday and harness their matrimony.
When he checked in, he requested for a room with a bathtub, and that was provided. Then, after checking in, they took some time in the room, then came down for a cup of tea and a beer. They sat by the poolside, then later went to the room for a shower.
The court was told the two would walk in this pathway to their room numbered 17 at the hotel, with a tragic ending as Mumbi was found dead in the hotel room's bathtub later that night.
It was a weekend that we hoped to enjoy with the family. Unfortunately, it turned out to be the way it went.
A reservation had been made on July the 5th, 2017, with an explicit customer request from a room with a bathtub. But that night, tragedy struck.
We miss her dearly. And the fact that we have not gotten justice for the last 8 years, it has been quite a tedious journey, all the way to Naivasha every year. At least now we can be able to breathe and say that our God is faithful. He has done it for us.
During the preliminaries, the demonstration and enactment of the scene was clear as the hotel played a significant role in the witness to the case.
Hata kama umesleep, lazima kuwe na maji kidogo inatoka kwa flow.
Yani awache hii mastarehe hapa hivi, instead ya kunywa hapa, achukue glass ya wine na chupa ya wine aketi akae pale alale kwa bathroom akunywa akiwa pale.
Investigators treated the death as suspicious from the onset. Koskei claimed that he left Mumbi preparing to take a bath while he walked out to make phone calls. The court found Koskei culpable of ensnaring his wife to the hotel under the disguise of a romantic retreat before killing her in what was described as a premeditated crime.
No to femicide for not only Rhoda, but even other victims of so many cases that we've had in our country.
In an attempt to cover his tracks, Koskei returned to their hotel room after allegedly stepping out to make phone calls, found the door locked, and sought for the extra key from the hotel reception to room access. Eyewitnesses recall seeing Koskei and Mumbi at the poolside before retreating to their room, after which Koskei was later spotted outside, allegedly jogging in slippers in the dark.
Eventually, he was taken to the front desk where he was given a security guard who came with him with an extra key, and they came and opened the room, and only to find what had happened. It was unfortunate, but it happened that night.
On accessing the room, Mumbi was found lifeless in the bathtub, naked, with one leg sagging off the bathtub. Koskei insisted that she had drowned after consuming sleeping pills. Post-mortem reports conducted by government pathologists were contrary to his claims, with no traces of drugs in her system nor indication of drowning. In its place, her body displayed injuries commensurate to strangulation and a head wound signifying a struggle before her demise. Further, the drowning claims quashed for the bathroom floor was completely dry.
No, there were no clothes there.
So she must have undressed on the other side.
There were no clothes there.
You can say that one would not just fall just in slide.
No,
slide.
It is not. And
Koskei had been out on a 300,000 shillings bond as the case suffered years of delays. Rhoda Mumbi's murder just adds to the growing femicide cases in Kenya, adjournments in persecution, coupled with recused concerns and graft within the legal process.
Postmortem came out that Rhoda died out of mechanical strangulation and stuffing. Yeah, we started wondering how people who have been very close to me and who looked to be very close to each other, how they can end up in this kind of circumstance.
Mumbi, born on May 28, 1983, was laid to rest on July 22, 2017 at her father's home in Iruku village, Chuka, Tharaka Nithi County, after she lost her life in a murder most fall on the 8th of July same year.
Hatukuwa tunamaliza akiwa kwake, ananipigia simu kila siku, tunaongea every day. Na hatukuwa tunamaliza wiki mbili bila Rhoda kutembea kwangu na kufanya together. Yeye mwenyewe ndiye alikuwa na organize.
Today, family and friends gathered at the hotel, planting trees in her memory. Mumbi is survived by 2 sons.
Rhoda was one of those persons who did things very carefully, very accurately, and she was a very intelligent girl.
It has been quite a long and tedious journey that is not a walk in the park. Finally, justice has come to place for one Rhoda Mumbi Mutua. Reporting for TV 47 from Elementaita in Nakuru County, I'm Willie Dennis Njiro.